and we are going to continue from where we stopped on petty cash book. Petty, we have talked about what petty cash book is. So we are continuing from there. We have seen how what a petty cash book is, the items that are found in a petty cash book. We analyze some of these items that are found therein. Today we want to talk about two things. I will do an example of a petty cash book. I'm going to tell you the reasons why petty cash book is important. So the first objective is, why is a petty cash book kept, or what are the reasons for keeping a petty cash book? You can equally say, what are the advantages of keeping a petty cash book? They are all saying the same thing. So petty cash book is used in recording small items of business expenses. Number one, the advantage is it's used to record small expenses that reoccurs in the office, like stamp, transportation, that's traveling, coffee or tea. These are small, eraser, pencil. These are small expenses that happens on a daily basis or every other day. And so instead of recording this item on the ledger or on the main cash book, it is recorded in a petty cash book. Remember, I told you that the person that handles a petty cash book is called a petty cashier. It's always up to date. The petty cash book is always up to date because as the expenses comes, you record them. They are reoccurring expenditures, and so the petty cashier does a daily recording of these record, and so it's always up to date. No waste of time. The third one is it reduces the work of the senior cashier. Remember that the senior cashier will disburse funds to the petty cashier, and the petty cashier will use this fund disbursed to him or her to run the petty cash book. And so the workload on the senior cashier will be reduced because he will not be entering those petty expenses, small expenses that happens on a daily basis. So it removes that workload from him. Then the next one is easy supervision. The senior cashier who disburses funds to the petty cashier will do a supervisory work on the petty cash book. And so he carries out this supervision as a routine, and it doesn't give him much time because they are updated. They are everyday recording. And so he looks at it, supervises, and does it well. Then we have the last one. Only total expenses is posted to the ledger. After the petty cash book has been after the petty cash book has been documented or have been calculated or entries have been made on the petty cash book, it is summed up, and whatever it's the total output, that is what is taken to the ledger. You don't just take item from petty cash book as they happen, stamp, so day, another day stamp, and take it to the ledger. No, it is sum up, either bi-monthly or monthly. So these are the reasons why we keep a petty cash book. We've seen this. We want to see a sample of what the petty cash book look like, and we'll do few posting on the petty cash book. I'm going to do a format of a petty cash book. Let's look at the sample of a petty cash book. Let's say this 20,000 I put here, which I can put as XXX. First of all, this is how it is ruled. You have the amount, you have the cash book, folio number, you have the dates the event happens, you have the particulars, the voucher number, the total amount that will come here, postage and telegram, traveling expenses, stationery and printing, folio number, then personal account. Now let's say this event happened on September of that year, and these are the dates, since they happened every day, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, and then on 11th. Now, let's say the head cashier, which is the senior cashier, give the petty cashier 20,000 naira to carry out the everyday running of the business for a number of days. Now, this is the 20,000 naira which you brought forward as money from the cash book. This is what the senior cashier will put in the cash book. Then thereafter, on everyday basis that this thing happened, the petty cashier will record. Now, the petty cashier, on the 1st of September, they bought stamp. 2nd, they do traveling. 3rd, they do stationery. 5th, printing. 6th, postage. 7th, bus fee. 8th, telegram. 9th, stationery. 10th, traveling expenses. And then, see Joy, that is the petty cashier, his personal account. Now, this is the voucher number the petty cashier have created. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, as it will occur. Now, we have seen what happens here. For stamp, he records that they did a stamp. It can be 5 naira, 10 naira, 50 naira, 100. He will record the amount here. Traveling, he will record the amount here. Stationery, he will record the amount here. Printing, he will record the amount here. Postage stamp, he records. I mean, this XXS, replace them with figures. Look, for example, in your text and replace whatever I'm doing XX here with figures. Postage, he will record the amount here. Bus fee, he records the amount. Stationery, he records the amount. Traveling, he records the amount. Then his personal account, he records the amount. So this is the general recording. Now, he tried to separate them individually. Remember, I told you the items that can be found on the petty cash book. We talk about stamp. We talk about telegram. We talk about traveling expenses. We talk about stationery and printing. And we talk about personal account. And so, under postage, he combined postage and telegram. So any day he does account for postage, he puts it here as an expenditure and place it in his own personal column, which is postage and stamp. So you see, for stamp, he takes it to the column of stamp. For traveling, he takes it to the column of traveling. For stationery, he takes it to the column of stationery. For postage, the same thing. For bus fee, he takes it to traveling. For telegram, he takes it to telegram. Stationery, he does that. That's how he will keep the record. And at the end of the day, he have his own personal account. Things he spent miscellaneously, he said Joy personal account and he put it here. Now, whatever you sum up here, and all the entries you make, whatever you sum up here, the difference you have here minus what the cashier gave to you, it's what the difference you have there. The difference is what you bring as balance carried down, and then you add it. By the time you add it, what is here must be equal to what you are having at the end of the total column. But remember, you are going to carry over whatever is remaining. So after all expenditure, and you minus it from the 20,000 naira that you are giving, that is what you will carry down. And that will be the balance brought forward for the following month, before any other money is added to you. I hope you understand how a petty cash book is done now. Watch it again and again. I have explained it. I've tried to simplify it. Watch it again and again. See how it is through. Account, cash, cash book folio, date, particulars, voucher number, total, postage, traveling expenses, stationery and printing, personal account, and folio number. So always remember that you are going to itemize all the items you have, expenses you've incurred, the date you have incurred them, then give them a number. Write everything sequentially as it happens. After writing it here, separate them in a separate account. This is for postage, put it for postage. The traveling, put it for traveling. Stationery, put it for stationery. Personal account, put it for personal account. If there is any need for you to put folio number, then sum them up. That is the example for a petty cash. I hope you understand it. Go over it again. Thank you for coming to this class. Until I come your way next time, thank you.